Hello, and a big welcome to our Hotel Investor Academy membership. We are so happy to have you with us. And my name is Ginger. I work in the back end operations of the program, and I will be happy to be walking you through a bit of an onboarding today and what you can expect within the community. So, with that, I'll share my screen. If you come to the main page here of the Hotel Investor Academy, you should have already created your account with us, with our representative. Um, and if you haven't done that, then please contact your representative to get that squared away. So if you come to the main page and go to the right-hand corner here, you'll see the sign in button, and then you'll use your login credentials to sign in, which I will log in with a demo account today. Hey, so coming into our membership portal here, you'll see a lot of different tabs, and it's probably going to be a little bit overwhelming at first. So ignore all of this for now and walk with me step by step where to start. Okay, so you see this button start here. You will go to the accelerator course underneath start here. And in this, we have our foundations course. And we ask every member to go through this course because even if you are already a seasoned investor and already have a portfolio or even a hotel, what's good about it is we all come to the membership with the same base knowledge and the same terminology and things like that, so we can best help each other. So as you see here, you can go to the welcome here, and there's a little introduction on the accelerator course. And then you go to the intro assignment here. So the very first thing you want to do, as quickly as you're comfortable, is introduce yourself to the community. This is one of the biggest benefits that we have. So if you click into this tab here, you're going to see assignment number 1. And you're going to copy and paste this new member intro form. And then you're going to click in up here in new member intros in the top. And you're going to paste your intro there and fill it out so that our wonderful members can get to know you and what you bring to the membership, as well as you can scroll through and look at who else is in our membership. So that's the first thing I recommend doing. And then go back to the accelerator course and just work your way through these lessons. You'll see we have everything from intro, understanding the hotel market, sourcing deals, financing hotels, valuating hotels, due diligence, and then our final exam, where you are going to actually apply the knowledge that you learned. So the final exam includes analyzing and presenting a hotel deal and creating your buy box. So as you're going through the accelerator course, you're going to be thinking about what kind of hotel you would like to buy and what are the specifications for it. So there's a description here on how to complete your buy box. And then there's a video you can watch. And then if you click into here, you'll see a template we created for you in Canva where you can make your own buy box that looks like this. It basically is a tool to tell yourself and others what you are looking to acquire. This is helpful for partnerships. It's helpful for brokers you're talking to, for potential investors. and just for getting clarity and narrowing down your search on your first hotel. This doesn't have to be something that's perfect from the start. You might refine it as you go along and learn more, but it's important to just get into the habit of trying to narrow down your criteria and clearly portraying to people what you are doing. So at the end of the accelerator, you're going to do your buy box and then work through this part 2, analyze and present a hotel deal. And all of the instructions for that are also here. So you're going to go through the motions of what you would do to find a hotel on the market, start analyzing it, create a little presentation. You're going to actually talk to a broker, look at what strategy you might apply to make that deal work, and then reflect and summarize. And then at the end of that, you could present it to family, friends, a partner, just to get into practice and hold yourself accountable. So after you are done all of that, we'll do a quick recap. So the first thing you're going to do is introduce yourself to all the other members. Then you're going to walk through the accelerator course. Then you're going to complete the final exam, which includes creating your buy box, analyzing and presenting your hotel deal. There are also some bonus videos here. Like you can watch our initial members do their final test if you want some idea of how to do yours, some further idea. And then franchise versus boutique. If you're still feeling confused about whether you want to go boutique or more the franchise route, watch that to maybe get some more clarity. So that's a really good place to start and just work through it until you start to get more and more clarity. As you go along, you can always message anyone on the team, including myself. So after there, we have this build and scale section. So if you come into this section, we have the main portal here. You can see I'm in the left tab. The HIA portal, this is our main portal. The announcement tab up here on the top is for announcements that come from our team. So we will post what's going on that week for live calls, events, polls, anything that is important, updates to the calculator. Come back up to the top and you'll see the recording library. All of our live calls do get recorded and added to the library so that if you miss a call, you can come back and review it. And this is also set up so it's in sort of the same sequence that you might go about your hotel investing. So you'll set up your tax and entity. We have a whole library on that. You'll be financing and raising capital. How do you get the money for the hotel? That's our next section. Deal analysis and due diligence. How do you find the hotel and how do you figure out whether it's a good deal? And then we have our member deal analysis. These are where we actually go through real deals with our current members. And then hotel operations. Once you close on that deal, how are you going to operate it? And then underneath there, we have inspiration and keynote speakers. So we have just different speakers on different topics that are important within the hotel investing realm. So you can see there's certain business principles, mindset calls. We have special guest speakers like Ken McElroy, building and scaling, maximizing revenue, leverage, working on your business. These are different topics that are utilizing AI in real estate, just different guest speakers we've had and topics that will help you along your journey. After that, we have case studies, which we go through guests who have actually closed on their hotel deals, their first or one of their hotel deals in their portfolio, and they'll walk you through that experience. Q&A and member success stories. So here we have our Q&A, which is our members come on with coaches and we work through their challenges. We also had, when our members close, we try and get them on a call to explain their process and what that was like for them closing their first deal. So this is helpful to go through because a lot of members experience a lot of the same questions that you might have. And then if you happen to be a Canadian or wanting to invest across the border, we have a couple of bonus calls here that are with people that are Canadian. So Carrie owns a hotel in Montreal, and Cherry Chan is a CPA from Canada. So that is an overview of our recording library. You do not need to watch all of these at one time. You can kind of see where you're at in your investing journey and decide which parts you might need to listen to. So if you're just starting out and you want to figure out how to structure your entity and all that, maybe you start under tax and entity and then you schedule a call with our tax partners. Just start there. Don't overwhelm yourself. You don't need to watch all 100 of these lessons right now. Just kind of pick the sections that apply to you at the moment. And then, so coming back up to the top here, we have our community chat. This is where all of our members come to ask questions, to give updates on where they're at, and get help if they need it. So this is really important to utilize for yourself and get the most out of this membership. Is we do have excellent expert coaches. We also have a lot of very experienced members in different areas, so utilize the members as well. And then upcoming calls. So up here under upcoming calls, this is where you'll see all of our calls that are currently scheduled. You'll see today we have a Q&A call with Sujay, and then you'll see the rest of December and everything that's upcoming. You can sync your calendar by coming in here and going to tools and then clicking sync to my calendar. So if your preference, you can do that, or you can keep coming back to the portal. You can click in here. You can RSVP. You'll see the link is here, and you're going to get notifications on the portal when calls are coming up as well the same day. So your notifications tab is up here, and you're going to see that our team will be sending you notices about the calls that are coming that day. So I recommend that you keep your portal or your app open and notifications on so that you know what's going on. And if not, you sync your personal calendar to the calls, because these calls are where you're going to really get to know our coaches and our members. And that's one of the biggest benefits to all of this, right? Okay, so the next thing I want to walk you through is coming back over here to the left side tab. We have a deal analysis gym. So while we do have monthly deal analysis calls that you can sign up to get your deal analyzed by a coach, if you need something looked at quicker, you can come to the deal analysis gym. There's a little video here that shows you how to use it. But we go to daily reps and people will post. You can see if they have a quick question, they don't want to wait for an analysis call, they post in here, and our coaches will come in and give them advice based on what they've posted. That's a really good tool to use. And then our resources library, this is also important because you can see in here, we have all different kinds of tools and resources for you to use. Educational boosters, hotel vocab, events you can go to, books and podcasts. So if you're very, very new to hotel investing, this would be a good place to start. Just get used to the vocabulary so that when we're on calls, you're not getting lost on all the jargon that people are saying, and you can kind of get informed that way. Strategic planning. We have service providers here. So we have in there everything from banks we recommend to our tax partners to brokers, different things like that. Hotel development guide, if that's something you're interested in. Timeline to acquire a hotel. This is also a good one if you're newer to go through. You can download the resources. And this will give you a step-by-step overview of the stages involved in acquiring a hotel. So that can give you a good idea of how to follow more of a step-by-step and what to expect in your process and in your timeline. So financial modeling tools, we have our fundraising calculator and back of the napkin calculator, as well as a business plan sample here. So these are very handy. You're going to be using these calculators a lot as you go into your analysis mode on your deals. Back of the napkin is a more quick calculator you can use to just yes or no quickly to deals. Hotel investment calculator is a more in-depth calculator. It has a fundraising tab on it, and it's going to really delve into every little aspect of your underwriting. So that's a really, really good tool that we have for you guys to download. Raising capital, we have all kinds of things here to help you as you learn to raise capital. If that's going to be part of your hotel journey, it may not be. Deal underwriting support. So we have our deal analysis form submission. That's where you can submit your deal for analysis on our monthly live calls. Letter of intent, purchase and sale agreement, due diligence checklist. These are all just things to help you on your as you go along to know what you're looking at with all of the contracts and the documents. And operational tools. So after you close on your hotel, there's certain things here that can help you: employee handbooks, training guides, automated hotel SOP, and then community and collaboration. So we have a group contact sheet. You can add yourself in there if you like. And then member buy docs directory. So when you finish your buy box, if you send it to the team, we're going to add that in here. And you can also go in and look at where other people are wanting to invest in case you're looking for partners and things like that. So that's a quick overview of our resource library. Now bear with me. We have one more tab here and it's called Deals. So if somebody brings Brittany or Sujay or one of our members a deal, they can post it here. So Sujay, like you'll see, will post things even from the market that he thinks look interesting. And so sometimes they're off market, sometimes they're on market, sometimes, you never know what you're going to get, but it's just another place to have deal flow, which is excellent. Okay, and then down here, you can follow our program on Instagram, follow Sujay or follow Brittany on Instagram. These are our main expert coaches. And that is about it. So I know it's a lot of information. It can be overwhelming, but please remember to just take it one step at a time. Start with the accelerator course and introducing yourself, and just go from there. If you need extra support, please do reach out to our team. So with that, I want to go through just a couple of tips for getting the most out of this program. And I would say the biggest thing is just engagement. So come in here no matter where you're at. If you have a portfolio where you've never invested in any kind of real estate, that's okay. Come in, introduce yourself, come into the community chat over here, and just say where you're at with things. say questions that you have. If you have a question, likely someone else has the same question. Like, make yourself known and be inquisitive. That's going to help you in so many ways. Not only are you going to get the most out of this program, your face is going to become known to the other members, and you're going to be top of mind for our coaches, for our members, for opportunities, for partnerships. It's just a networking tool. And I recommend to come to at least one call live a week if you can. If you can come to more, even better. But if you come to the live call, keep your camera on, engage in the call, ask questions, and just make yourself known. That's also a good way to really get yourself out there and get the most. Mhm. And then from there, I recommend also just going to our recommended service providers and start contacting the people you need to contact, like brokers, finance, people that can help you with your financing, um, our tax partners for free consult, our attorney. You're going to need all of these people. So start building these relationships and start building your team that's going to help you through this. So other than that, I'd say networking, get your face out there, make yourself known, ask questions. That is really going to make a difference for you. If you see guest speakers, follow them on Instagram, message them on Instagram, like really take advantage of the community that we're building here and the connections you can make here, because that is going to be huge for you and one of the biggest benefits of joining a program like this. So, to wrap up, this program is meant to move you through the foundations, underwriting, deal flow, financing, capital raising, closing, and then eventually operating your first hotel and having the support along the way. So please don't be afraid to contact the team if you're feeling overwhelmed or if you have questions or if you don't know where to go next. That's what we're here for. So please do send me a message on the portal. You can send our admin team a message. And as we go along here, I'll show you how to do that actually really quick before we wrap up. If you come to this top right corner, you'll see chat. So if I'm going to send myself a chat, you can find me here and click start chat. So you can message me within here or anyone else on the team. Brittany and Sue J are not as active in their chats on the portal because they do get so many messages, but me, myself, and the team here are here to support you. And if you go within the portal chat or the deal analysis gym, we have all of our coaches and sub coaches within there to answer questions. But if you need any more support that has to do with navigating the portal or any issues or concerns or questions you have, you can come to me or come to our admin assistant. And I'll show you. Jay. That's what I'm doing. You need to press the plus sign first. Admin. There we go. HIA admin. So you can send a message to our admin team and you can send a message to me. Please, 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 if you're struggling, do not stay quiet. Do not feel bad if this is overwhelming. This is all everything at one time. Please don't feel like you need to do all of this in a week, okay? Just make sure you take it bit by bit every day. And with that, I hope that this was helpful. We are so excited to see you introduce yourself within the community and just support you along your journey and watch you grow your success, grow your portfolio, and we will see you soon.